The enduring conflict over the Temple Mount has held the world's attention, with a particular focus on the Dome of the Rock, its safety now imperiled once again. Amid incessant Israeli concerns regarding their temple's foundation under the Dome of Rock, an alarming incident has shaken the structure. The intensity of the rivalry over the Temple Mount and the significance of the Dome of Rock draw global attention, prompting questions about its duration. The unfolding events during Ramadan this April took the world by surprise, as tensions escalated on the Temple Mount. Reports revealed that Palestinian worshippers hurled stones at Israeli worshippers near the Western Wall, triggering Israeli police intervention at the Aqsa Mosque compound. The ensuing raid persisted overnight, culminating in the forceful removal of Palestinians from the compound. Approximately 12 Palestinians sustained injuries, with 3 requiring hospitalization. The core of the tension emerged from a group that barricaded themselves within the mosque, armed with fireworks, sticks, and stones, contravening established regulations and intending to spend the night in the Dome of Rock. When the police intervened, a clash erupted as these weapons were used against them, resulting in subsequent violence. Tragically, an Israeli police officer was injured during the altercation. The incident raises numerous questions, compelling a deeper analysis of the events that transpired. This recent episode, albeit alarming, is not an isolated event, as history bears witness to more severe clashes, some leading to fatalities and mass arrests. Despite the recurring nature of such incidents, the fundamental reasons underlying this tension remain enigmatic, even to those familiar with the Chronicle. Jerusalem over the years has been a focal point of intense rivalry between the Israelites, Jordanians, and Palestinians, primarily centered around the Temple Mount, referred to as such by Jews, or the Al-Aqsa compound by Muslims. Today, the Al-Aqsa compound, standing atop Jerusalem's highest ground, occupies a significant portion, placing Muslims in control. However, this dominance is a relatively recent development. To Muslims, Jerusalem ranks as their third holiest site, following Mecca and Medina. The sanctity of this city predates the arrival of Muslims, originating from King David's conquest in 1000 BCE, when he established the city as his capital. The historical significance of Jerusalem began with King Solomon, David's heir, who erected the first temple on the Temple Mount, rendering the city the holiest of all for the Israelites. Solomon's temple, completed in the 10th century BCE, served as the primary place of worship and housed the revered Ark of the Covenant. Despite its 7-year construction, the Babylonians destroyed the temple in 586 BCE during the Babylonian exile. Subsequently, the Second Temple, also known as Herod's Temple, emerged in the 6th century BCE post the Babylonian exile. King Herod the Great renovated and expanded it in the 1st century BCE, transforming it into a grand religious center. However, the Romans razed this temple in 70 CE during the First Jewish-Roman War. To the Jews, the Temple Mount's historical link to the First and Second Temples signifies its undeniable importance, hinting at the necessity for a third temple's construction. Efforts to build the third temple have been stymied due to its required location, overlapping with the Al-Aqsa compound's presence on the Temple Mount. This standstill raises inquiries regarding how this situation originated. After the Roman dominance in Jerusalem, they established Aelia Capitolina, a city incompatible with Jewish worship. Following Constantine the Great's Christian conversion, Aelia Capitolina underwent a profound Christianization. This led to the construction of the Church of the Holy Sepulchre at the site believed to be Jesus' crucifixion, burial, and resurrection. Christian influence persisted until the 7th century, with numerous Christian establishments present in the city. In 614 CE, the Persian Empire, under King Khosrow II, seized Jerusalem for approximately 15 years, causing significant damage to Christian structures. However, in 629 CE, the Byzantine Empire, led by Emperor Heraclius, recaptured the city from the Persians. Nevertheless, it soon fell under Muslim control. In 638 CE, Arab Muslim forces, led by Caliph Umar ibn al-Khattab, peacefully captured Jerusalem, marking the inception of Islamic governance over the city. Under Islamic rule, Jerusalem retained its religious and cultural significance, despite subsequent shifts in power. In 1099, European crusaders claimed Jerusalem during the First Crusade, establishing the Kingdom of Jerusalem. The city exchanged hands multiple times throughout the Crusader era until Saladin, a Kurdish Muslim leader, recaptured it in 1187. Jerusalem then came under the rule of the Ayyubids, followed by the Mamluks. In 1517, the Ottoman Empire, led by Sultan Selim I, took control and governed Jerusalem until the conclusion of World War I. Post-World War I, the League of Nations mandated British control over Jerusalem as part of Palestine, lasting from 1920 to 1948. The establishment of the State of Israel in 1948 declared Jerusalem as its capital, igniting profound conflicts and ongoing disputes over the city's status. Since the era of Arab rule in Jerusalem, Islam has deeply embedded itself in the land. This period saw the creation of significant Islamic structures, notably the Dome of the Rock and the Aqsa Mosque. These structures in Jerusalem, safeguarded by the Palestinian government, continue to hold immense significance, with Jerusalem recognized as their third holiest site. Concurrently, there's an evident Jewish determination to reclaim the Temple Mount for the construction of their envisioned Third Temple. Presently, the safety of the Dome of the Rock appears threatened. The potential peril facing the Dome of the Rock begs the question, how imminent is its destruction? For those unfamiliar, the Dome of the Rock stands as a monument of paramount importance to the Palestinian government. Notably, it ranks among the world's most iconic and historically significant Islamic architectural structures. Commissioned by the Umayyad Caliph Abd al-Malik between 685 and 691 CE, the Dome of the Rock remains one of the earliest prodigious works of Islamic architecture. The site where the dome stands holds profound significance in Islamic tradition, associated with the night journey and ascension to heaven, known as Isra and Miraj. Islamic belief holds that the Prophet Muhammad was miraculously transported from the Kaaba in Mecca to the Aqsa Mosque in Jerusalem, and from there, ascended to the heavens. The rock at the center of the dome is believed to be where the Prophet Muhammad initiated his miraculous journey, a tale of immense religious significance in Islamic tradition. The construction of the Dome of the Rock commemorates and venerates this event, rendering it one of Islam's most revered sites. The Dome of the Rock majestically sits on an elevated platform, showcasing a magnificent fusion of Byzantine, Persian, and Islamic architectural elements. Its primary octagonal structure symbolically faces each cardinal direction, representing paradise in Islamic culture. Its most distinctive feature is the golden dome, resplendent with gold leaf covering. Internally, the dome boasts a wooden structure adorned with intricate mosaics, displaying geometric patterns and Quranic inscriptions. Externally, the dome is clad in vibrant blue tiles, featuring elaborate geometric and floral designs crafted in faience, a hallmark of Islamic architecture. Quranic verses and Arabic calligraphy, rendered in various styles, adorn the interior and exterior, adding to its mesmerizing beauty. The Dome of the Rock boasts a plethora of inscriptions bearing religious significance and doubling as ornate artistic embellishments. Encircled by a series of columns and arcades, each column adorned with unique capitals supports the structure's exterior, creating a visually captivating transition between its lower and upper sections. Constructed from a mosaic of diverse stones like marble and colored stones, arranged in geometric designs and decorative bands, the walls exude depth in architecture. The interior showcases intricate mosaic art with a vibrant color palette, featuring motifs from floral patterns to arabesques and calligraphy, delivering an immersive visual experience. The edifice is erected above a large rock traditionally believed to mark the spot where the Prophet Muhammad embarked on his ascension to heaven during the night journey. This revered rock remains visible through a small hole in the building's floor, enclosed by a metal grate. The dome's true purpose remains an enigma. Notably, it doesn't function as a mosque based on its architectural style, sparking debates over its actual intention. Scholars contend that Umayyad Caliph Abd al-Malik's construction of the dome was driven by political and symbolic motives, aiming to assert Islam's prominence in Jerusalem, especially in competition with Christianity and Judaism. Debates over the building's architectural and decorative elements persist. The use of intricate mosaics and inscriptions, some referencing Islamic beliefs and others not, has led to further speculation. Some theorize that the dome was constructed as an alternative Hajj site, following a rebellion in Mecca during the 8th century. In this turbulent period, rebels, led by the Kharijites, briefly seized Mecca in opposition to the Umayyad Caliphate's rule. They allegedly altered the rituals associated with the Hajj pilgrimage, including reciting political slogans and anti-Umayyad messages during the pilgrimage. However, it's crucial to emphasize that this incident in Mecca was brief and did not permanently alter Islamic pilgrimage or religious practices. Despite such conjecture, the Dome of the Rock stands as a testament to the artisan's skill and artistry, representing the rich cultural and religious heritage of the Islamic world. Yet, uncertainty looms over the structure's survival amid the tension between Jews and Palestinians. The significance of the dome and the Al-Aqsa Mosque, positioned upon the purported foundations of the First and Second Temples, impedes the construction of the envisioned Third Temple, a matter of profound significance for the Jewish community. The fervent pursuit to construct the Third Temple has placed the Dome of the Rock and the Al-Aqsa Mosque under severe threats, with concerns arising that the dome could potentially be targeted by an Israeli missile, potentially leading to conflict. The Palestinian government, adamant about preserving this significant structure, would likely respond to any such threat, potentially escalating into a full-scale conflict. However, the Dome of the Rock and the Al-Aqsa Mosque are not solely obstructing the Third Temple's construction. They are also believed to stand in the way of ancient prophecies, notably the prophecy of the abomination of desolation. But what precisely is this prophecy, and what implications does it hold for the world? The pursuit of building the Third Temple is not merely a matter of creating a place of worship. It's interwoven with the pressure of fulfilling prophecy. According to prophecy, the Third Temple stands as a precursor to the arrival of the Messiah, often referred to as the Mashiach in Hebrew. The Messiah is anticipated to be a future savior or anointed figure who would accomplish various roles, including gathering the Jewish diaspora and returning them to Israel. Following this, the Messiah would usher in an era of global peace, where nations cease warfare and people live in harmony. The Messiah is anticipated to exemplify righteous behavior and advocate adherence to God's laws. However, there's no unanimity among Jewish denominations regarding the nature and arrival of the Messiah. While some anticipate a future, literal Messiah, others interpret the concept symbolically, emphasizing a messianic age over an individual Messiah. Notably, Christians who also anticipate the coming of the Messiah believe that Jesus has already been revealed, having died and resurrected to redeem humanity. Following his resurrection, Jesus ascended to heaven and is expected to return with immense power, ushering transformative change in the world. The concept of the abomination of desolation plays a crucial role in these prophecies. This concept, found in both the Old Testament book of Daniel and the New Testament books of Matthew and Mark, is tied to a future event foretelling a desecration or sacrilege within the Third Temple in Jerusalem. Though its precise details remain debated, it's viewed as a symbol of religious defilement or persecution. In the New Testament, Jesus alludes to the abomination of desolation as a sign of the approaching end times in passages from Matthew and Mark. This sign marks a future event where an abomination causing desolation would stand in the holy place, preceding his return. However, the third temple is expected to be constructed before this abomination, believed to signify the Antichrist, is revealed. Therefore, while the endeavor to build the third temple is ongoing, the anticipation of the abomination of desolation looms thereafter. We can only wait for the initial phase of the prophecy, the construction of the third temple, to transpire before contemplating what follows. Thank you for following along until the end. What are your thoughts on the threats facing the Dome of the Rock? Share your insights in the comments section below.